What's good, y'all? R.O.S Cuts back at it. Just got home from barber school. Today was a busy day. I had cuts back to back to back. Got a few new clients, so I'm really thankful for that. Big thank you to all of the clients, new clients that are trying to, lock in their spot and be my personal client. In today's video, I'm just going to explain why I got into cutting hair and my overall journey till now. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow my social media as well. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Rewind about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. I was a senior in high school. I basically wanted to try cutting my own hair. I started watching 360 first on YouTube, and then I started gravitating towards different barbers. But I pretty much learned how to cut hair from 360 Jeezy, getting that foundation. And I was just like, why not try my own hair? It wasn't like I wanted to be a barber. It's just I wanted to try to cut my own hair. I'm gonna insert some pictures. I messed myself up like bad. Like I didn't even know what guards to use. It was like a bald line, like basically a chili bowl. After that, I had to like get a whole different haircut. Like I had to get a box, and it was so bad to the point where when I went to my barber at the time, he was like, after this cut, don't tell anybody I did this. So it was like, I really messed up. Freshman year of college was like a couple of months from that point. Freshman year in college, I was like, well, let me try to cut other people's hair. I was still trying to perfect my own hair, but I was like, let me try on other people. Again, at this point, I didn't want to be a barber at all. It was based off of curiosity. The funny thing is, I went to a Sally's and I was like, what is the best clippers to get? And they gave me like some Andes. It was like Andes Envy or something. It was just horrible when I was cutting. It wasn't coming off how I wanted it to. So I tried on somebody, and it was decent, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Luckily, I can draw and stuff, and I have like an artistic background, and I was able to deliver a finished product without really damaging the cut. This is my first cut ever on anybody, first fade. It looks decent, but I was like, man, this doesn't really look that good. And I'm a competitor, and I always want to get better at something and challenge myself. So I basically kept cutting, and I would just cut my cousin, friends, and just people that were students at the college. And I would just cut them and just try to get better and better. Once I really started to see that I was getting better at cutting hair, I was like, let me try to, make some money, because I come from like an entrepreneurial background as well. And I was like, let's try to make a little money and take this more serious. So I had a job to where I was teaching kids how to develop websites. This is like the summer of 2017. So I used all that money I made and bought like new equipment. So I got like Oster Fast Feeds and these T outliner. I got basically everything you need, like a barber cape, all that stuff. Basically going off of YouTube tutorials and what they recommend instead of going to a Sally's, because Sally's is cool, but when it comes to like them giving you expertise of what you need to use in like the barber industry, it's like a slim chance of getting good advice and them recommending the right clipper for you. I went ahead and bought everything. I cut a little bit in 2017, but I took it super serious in 2018, my junior year in college. Being that I was an RA in college, it was kind of easier to get clientele because not a lot of barbers were good around the area and could cut curly hair texture, most likely like African American type texture hair. The politically correct term is coarse and curly hair. I basically was, cutting them, making lots of money, and I started to develop a liking, like I really liked cutting hair and I wanted to get better. I eventually got like cordless clippers, ventured into wall mostly, and got like wall magic clips, cordless Andy slim lines. What really hit me, I think it was 2019. So the beginning of 2019, I really didn't cut much because I felt like I didn't really love to cut hair. It was like my bed would be right here and then I'll be cutting right there. Now I'm realizing that I like to separate work from my actual comfort and being at home. I found myself not really loving it. I felt like I was just doing it for the money, and I didn't want to do something just for the money. So I took a long break. I didn't start cutting anybody until September, October of 2019. So I took about almost like 3/4 of a year break. I actually got better because I was still cutting my own hair because I didn't really find a barber that was really cutting my hair how I liked it. And I was cutting my own hair and just watching videos every day. I only cut like 3 heads and I was done after that. I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to focus on what I actually want to do. So I basically want to do music and film stuff mainly. And I was like, I just want to focus on that. Right now we are at the time of the beginning of 2020. I didn't cut at all like the spring semester. I didn't cut at all. I was just cutting myself. And the summer, I think it was about May, I was like contemplating whether I should go get another degree, do this job, because I had a job lined up and I was doing DoorDash. And I was like, man, I already have this skill. So I'm like, why not just cut hair and make more money than doing DoorDash or a part-time job? So I was like, I need a space to cut. So I built this studio. Check out those videos. You'll see like the whole transformation. It's amazing. Cleaning everything out, painted everything, and made it to what it is now. I made this studio and I was like, I can't have a studio and not go to barber school. So I quit the job that I had lined up. Like I said, I didn't want to do it. Paid great money, and I rose straight into barber school. Now I'm in barber school and I've got tremendously better. The first cut, I was like shaking. I was really nervous because I wasn't doing it consistently. I was doing it consistently on my head, but not on others. Sorry if I'm sweating a little bit. It is hot in here, and I wear long sleeves so I don't get hair like on my skin when I'm cutting at school. And I would just say, like, if you really want to do something, you gotta really focus and put the time in. Let's say you're going to barber school. You can't just cut there. You can't just get the knowledge from there. You gotta get the knowledge from when you're not in that school environment and you're kind of forced to do it. So you gotta really put the time in, you know, watch tutorials like every single day. Watch tutorials every day. Even though you're not cutting, if you watch a tutorial, you're going to get better because you're still learning. The brain is processing that information. The next time you cut, like, you're going to realize that I'm way better. If you're in barber school right now, or if you're trying to like get into this industry and you feel like you're not progressing, every great barber, every good barber in the world started somewhere. It doesn't matter if they started getting good after a month, or if they started getting good after 6 months, or in just a year. It all depends on the grind and how much work you put in. That's just my journey in a little amount of time, condensed version basically. I hope this inspired somebody to just strive for what you want to do. The barber industry is where it's at right now, and the industry's changing, and there's more services being offered, especially males. Like they want, you know, hair units, they want enhancements, they want their eyebrows trimmed, edged up, they want the facials, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and make that money and just, you know, be consistent. Those who put in the work will be rewarded at the end of the day. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will be having videos coming soon. Comment down below what videos y'all would like to see. I'm trying to see what y'all like, and then I'll do it, basically. So have a blessed day.